There are many moments in the entertainment world that can make the public gasp in awe, but there are also small moments that can shake the hearts of millions of people. Moments that are not scripted, not directed by a director, and cannot be repeated. Moments that arise spontaneously, but feel stronger than 1,000 words of love. And this is what happened between Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan. These two names, which have long been legends in the Chinese entertainment industry, have never been out of the spotlight. Since their collaboration in the phenomenal drama The Untamed, their closeness has been the subject of endless discussion. Fans have given them the nickname Bo Juni Xiao, a name that represents togetherness, chemistry, and maybe something more. However, behind all the speculation, there is one moment that remains the center of attention, when Wang Yibo showed his courage in front of Xiao Zhan. Not with long words, not with public statements, but with a secret gaze that made the world pause for a moment. A gaze can be the most honest language. No mask can completely hide what is in the heart when the eyes speak. The same goes for Wang Yibo. In a moment captured on camera, Wang Yibo was seen looking at Xiao Zhan in a different way. It wasn't a formal gaze, nor was it the gaze of a coworker, but rather a deep, courageous, and meaningful gaze. It was as if he was saying silently, "I'm here, I see you, and I'm not afraid anymore." Fans who watched the video immediately sensed something unusual. "That's not a normal gaze," commented a netizen on Weibo. "There's warmth and firmness at the same time. It's as if he's sending a message that only Xiao Zhan can understand." Wang Yibo is known as a quiet, mysterious, even cold person. He rarely speaks much, preferring to let his actions speak for him rather than his words. However, the courage he showed in that moment was truly surprising. Instead of keeping his distance as usual, Yibo dared to open himself up. He didn't just stare, but also leaned forward, breaking the boundaries of formality that he usually maintained. There was courage to show his feelings, even if only for a moment, even if only for one person. And what made fans even more enthralled was Xiao Zhan's reaction. He didn't reject the gaze, didn't look away. Instead, he responded with a faint smile that signaled understanding. It was an unforced smile, as if to say, "I understand. I accept your courage." To outsiders, this moment may have been just a casual interaction. However, to the fandom, especially Bo Juni Xiao fans, it was invaluable evidence. On social media, analysis after analysis appeared. Some noticed the details of Wang Yibo's eye movements, how his gaze didn't waver even though there were cameras around him. Some dissected Xiao Zhan's smile, calling it a secret smile that only appeared when he was with Yibo. Others connected it to other moments, such as when Yibo quietly protected Xiao Zhan in a crowd, or when Xiao Zhan appeared more relaxed when Yibo was nearby. The fandom is divided. Some see it as proof of hidden love, while others maintain that it is simply a form of close friendship. But one thing is certain, no one can deny that this moment is different. If Wang Yibo shows his courage through his gaze, then Xiao Zhan gives his answer through his smile. That smile is simple, not grand, not forced. But that is precisely where its power lies. It is the smile of someone who feels understood, who feels appreciated, who feels safe with the person looking at them. And that smile, for fans, is the key. The key that unlocks the big question. Does Xiao Zhan also have something he can't say openly? Xiao Zhan's smile at that moment also looked different from the professional smile he usually gives on stage. There was a deeper tenderness, as if he was letting go of all the distance he usually keeps. Fans called it a smile of recognition, a sign that he not only accepted Yibo's courage, but also responded with the same feeling. In fact, some fans compared that smile to other moments when Xiao Zhan smiled in public. They found a pattern that his deepest, most sincere smiles always appeared when Yibo was by his side. From there arose the belief that the smile was not a coincidence, but a natural reaction from a heart that felt safe and blossomed in front of someone special. Furthermore, the smile is like a secret window. He doesn't need to speak, doesn't need to explain anything to the world, because his smile is enough of an answer. The smile is the language of love in its most subtle form, a response that not only strengthens Yibo's courage, but also unites them in a silent communication that only the two of them understand. This moment of courage is not something that stands alone. Fans see it as part of a long series of interactions between Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan. 2019, The Untamed. Their closeness began to show in this drama. Their chemistry was so strong that it was hard to believe it was just acting. 2020, Xiao Zhan's difficult times. When Xiao Zhan faced heavy criticism, Yibo remained calm, never distancing himself, and even gave subtle support. Fans saw Yibo's presence as a form of courage to stand by his side. 2021, Public events. Although they rarely appeared together, every time there was an opportunity, there were always small interactions captured on camera. From glances, smiles, to simple body gestures, they sent a strong message. 2022, Smiling in the crowd. At an event, Yibo was seen turning to look at Xiao Zhan and smiling. Fans called this moment a silent confession. 2023, The look of courage. The moment that is now the subject of much discussion, Yibo's bold look that seemed to reveal his feelings. With this timeline, fans are increasingly convinced that their relationship is more than just coworkers. There is consistency, there is a pattern, there is a story that is slowly unfolding. The debate in the fandom is heating up. Some believe that Yibo's moment of courage is just a form of very close friendship. However, many also see it as a sign of hidden love. Friendship theory. They are friends who have been through a lot together. The gaze and smile are a form of deep respect and trust. Hidden love theory. Some believe that Yibo does have special feelings for Xiao Zhan, and his boldness is a subtle way of expressing them without words. Secret communication theory. Other fans even say that they communicate through body language that only the two of them understand. Whatever the theory, one thing is clear. They have a unique relationship that is difficult to explain with ordinary labels. That gaze is not just a gaze. It is a moment when someone who is known to be quiet dares to open up. It is a signal of courage that cannot be ignored. For fans, this is a moment that confirms their belief that there is something deeper behind the scenes. Something that will never be truly spoken, but can always be felt. And perhaps that is where the beauty lies. That love, or whatever name we want to give it, doesn't always have to be announced. Sometimes, a glance is enough. Enough courage to look in the right direction, even as the world watches. So, what do you think, ARMY and Bojuni Xiao fans around the world? Is Wang Yibo's secret glance and courage just a sweet moment between friends, or is it a sign of love that can no longer be hidden?